Imagine finding a small, unassuming coin in your pocket change that could completely transform your life. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But what if I told you there's a 1965 Washington quarter out there, yes, the one with no mint mark, that's worth up to $2 million. Yes, million with an M. Now, before you rush off to check your couch cushions, stick with me. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how you can spot one, and, most importantly, how you can turn your find into cold, hard cash. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Quick question, have you ever accidentally thrown away something valuable? Like your keys? Your wallet? Maybe $1 million quarter? No judgment, we've all been there. But today, we're making sure that never happens again. So, why on earth would a simple quarter from 1965 be worth millions of dollars? Let's take a step back in time. 1965 was a monumental year in U.S. coin history. The U.S. Mint was transitioning from coins made of silver to ones made of a copper-nickel blend. But during this chaotic shift, a few quarters were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets, essentially blank silver coins used before 1965. These rare errors are what collectors are willing to pay a fortune for, but here's the kicker, the silver quarter looks almost identical to a regular 1965 quarter. So how do you tell the difference? The first step is simple, weigh the coin. A regular 1965 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. A silver planchet quarter? About 6.25 grams. A small difference, but it's the difference between 25 cents and potentially $2 million, and before you ask, no, licking the coin doesn't help. Trust me, I tried. Turns out, science works better than taste buds. Next, examine the edge. Regular 1965 quarters have a distinct copper-colored edge, thanks to the copper-nickel sandwich design. Silver planchets. Completely silver all the way through. If you think you found a silver quarter, don't whip out your phone and start posting it on social media just yet. The first step is to get it professionally verified. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, dramatically increasing its value. Now, here's where things get really interesting. You're probably wondering, who in their right mind would pay $2 million for a quarter? Well, let's talk about that. In the world of rare coins, wealthy collectors and investors are willing to pay exorbitant amounts for unique pieces of history. In 2014, one of these rare silver planchet quarters was auctioned for nearly $2 million. Yes, someone traded $2 million for a single quarter. Why? Because rarity equals value. So, what does this mean for you? It means your pocket change could literally be a treasure chest in disguise. And don't go blaming me if you end up digging through every vending machine you've ever used. I'm just here to inspire the hustle. But remember, time is of the essence. Coins like these become even rarer as collectors snatch them up. That quarter sitting unnoticed in your drawer right now? It could be the very one collectors are hunting for. Think about it. That one little quarter could be the key to the wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. It could pay off your mortgage, send your kids to college, or finally get you that dream vacation. Don't let this chance slip away. Start checking your change today. Just imagine handing over a simple coin and walking away a millionaire. That's not just a story, it's a reality for someone out there. And who knows? That someone could be you. Pay off debts. Buy your dream home. Or maybe, retire early. Well, that dream could be closer than you think, because today we're diving into the shocking truth about the 1971 Washington quarter dollar. Yes, this ordinary-looking coin could be your golden ticket to wealth, if you know what to look for. You see, most people don't give quarters a second glance. They're tossed into vending machines or forgotten in couch cushions. But the 1971 Washington quarter is no ordinary coin. Some of these coins have hidden secrets, rare minting errors that have collectors and auction houses clamoring to pay top dollar. And I mean top dollar, we're talking a staggering $1.9 million for the right coin. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked your spare change? If it's been a while, you might want to start today. Because in a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes this quarter so valuable and how you can identify if you're holding a fortune in your pocket. But first, do you know why these coins are so rare? Stay with me, because the answer will blow your mind. And no, it's not because George Washington had a bad hair day in 1971, chuckles, though honestly, wouldn't that make for a great story? Let's talk about why this coin is making headlines. The secret lies in its minting errors. You see, coins minted in Denver in 1971 had a few slip-ups, double dies, misalignments, or even off-metal strikes. These tiny imperfections, invisible to most people, are what make collectors go wild. But here's the scary part, most people have no idea these errors exist. Every day, rare 1971 D quarters worth thousands, even millions, are unknowingly spent at gas stations or tossed into tip jars. Could you imagine handing over a $1.9 million coin for a cup of coffee? Terrifying, right? And that's why I'm here, to make sure you don't make that mistake. Because this one coin could change your life. But wait, how do you know if your 1971 D quarter is the real deal? What exactly should you look for? Don't go anywhere, because I'm about to show you step by step what separates a $1 million coin from pocket change. Alright, here's what you need to check for. First, inspect the coin for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine key details like the lettering, the date, and Washington's profile. Doubling in these areas could mean you've hit the jackpot. Next, look for any unusual coloring or metallic composition. Some error coins were struck on the wrong type of metal, making them incredibly rare. Finally, check the mint mark, the tiny D near the date. If you notice any unusual characteristics, it's worth getting the coin professionally appraised. Here's the thing, these coins aren't going to be lying around forever. Every day that passes is another chance for someone else to discover a fortune you might be sitting on. Time is ticking, and the treasure is out there. So, go grab your old coin jar, check your pocket change, or even ask friends and family to look through theirs. Because that unassuming 1971 D quarter could be your ticket to the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Your future millionaire self will thank you. You walk into your attic, dust off an old coin jar, and find what looks like just another Washington quarter. But what if I told you that a specific 1989 P Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, thousands of people unknowingly have valuable coins sitting in their homes. Could you be one of them? Before you toss that jar aside or spend your spare change, watch closely. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and why this coin might just change your life. I mean, would you rather keep your quarter or trade it for a beachfront villa in Malibu? So, what makes the 1989 P Washington quarter so special? To understand its value, we need to dive into a little history, and don't worry, this isn't one of those boring lectures that in 1989, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of quarters. But here's the twist, a tiny fraction had a minting error so rare, it's been dubbed the unicorn of quarters. This error was a mistake in the die used to strike the coin, resulting in subtle anomalies in the design and finish. Collectors and wealthy investors go wild for these errors. Why? Because rarity equals value. And when we say rare, we're talking about a handful of these coins ever being discovered in pristine condition. Here's the urgent part. If you don't inspect your coins carefully, you could unknowingly spend it, and someone else might cash in big time. What exactly should you look for to spot this $1 million quarter? Don't worry, I'll show you. But first, let's talk about the jaw-dropping prices collectors are willing to pay. Recently, a collector paid over $1.7 million for a 1989 P quarter in near-perfect condition. Imagine handing over a coin worth 25 cents and walking away a millionaire. So, how can you find out if your quarter is the golden ticket? Here are the key details. Look for the tiny P near Washington's ponytail. Inspect the coin under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Check for misaligned edges or faint double impressions on the text or design. Coins with minimal wear are exponentially more valuable, but here's a pro tip: don't clean your coin. Scrubbing it could destroy its value faster than a vending machine eats your dollar. Let's be real, you wouldn't wash a Picasso with dish soap, right? The final push: why you need to act now. Here's the reality. Rare coins like this don't stay hidden forever. As more collectors hunt for these treasures, the chances of finding one dwindle. What if your next move determined whether you made a life-changing discovery, or missed out entirely? So, here's what you need to do. Grab your old coins and start checking. If you think you found the elusive 1989 P Washington quarter, consult a trusted coin dealer or get it graded professionally. And remember, the dream of a wealthy lifestyle could be closer than you think, hidden in plain sight. You might be sitting on a fortune right now, and not even know it. What if I told you that a 1991 Washington quarter, with a simple P mint mark, could be worth up to $1.5 million? Yes, that little coin you've overlooked 1,000 times might just be the key to changing your life forever. Now, before you rush to dig through your change jar, let me ask, when was the last time you checked closely? Really inspected those coins? Could you be sitting on a treasure disguised as pocket change? Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1991 P Washington quarter. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to confirm its value, and, if you have one, how to turn that coin into life-changing cash. So, grab your coins, because this is going to blow your mind. But first, have you ever thought about how many rare coins you've probably spent over the years without realizing their value? Imagine handing over $1.5 million for a coffee. It's almost tragic, isn't it? Let's talk about what makes the 1991 P quarter so special. At first glance, it looks just like any other quarter: George Washington's stoic face on one side, the eagle on the reverse. But the devil is in the details, and these details could make all the difference. The key: a rare minting error. You see, in 1991, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, but a tiny fraction of them came out with a flaw. And not just any flaw, a double die error or a unique misprint that collectors would pay a fortune to OWN.SO. How do you spot one? Look for clear doubling on the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Examine the quarter's edges and finish. Sometimes, even the smallest imperfection can mean a huge payday. Now here's where it gets exciting, and a little nerve-wracking. These rare errors don't just make a coin valuable, they make it extraordinarily valuable. Some have sold for thousands, others for hundreds of thousands, and one elusive 1991 P quarter is rumored to be worth $1.5 million. Yes, one coin could fund your dream home, luxury car, or even early retirement. And here's the kicker: most people don't even know these errors exist. They're sitting in dusty collections, forgotten in drawers, or even circulating in loose change. If you're like me, you're probably side-eyeing your couch cushions right now, thinking, have I been sitting on a goldmine this whole time? But let me warn you, time is not on your side. The longer these coins stay out of sight, the more likely they are to disappear altogether. That's why you need to act now. But before we jump into how you can sell these coins for maximum value, there's one crucial piece of information you must know. Missing this step could cost you big time, even if you have the $1 million quarter. So, what's the secret? Authentication. To sell a rare 1991 P quarter for its full value, you need to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will certify your coin and give it an official grade, a critical step to proving its worth to serious buyers. Once your coin is authenticated, you have two main options: sell at auction. High-end collectors often bid at auctions, driving the price sky high. Private sales. If you want a faster payout, private sales can connect you with wealthy buyers who won't blink at spending millions for the right coin. Now here's where it gets real. the market for rare coins is booming right now, but trends can change. Holding on to a valuable coin too long can mean missing out on peak prices. Don't let procrastination cost you a fortune. So, what's stopping you? Is it disbelief? Skepticism? Or are you just secretly hoping to find $2 million quarters in your stash? Imagine what life could look like with an extra $1.5 million. Picture yourself paying off debts, traveling the world, or building the life you've always dreamed of. That's not just a fantasy, it could be your reality if you take action today. But here's the thing, the 1991 P quarter isn't the only rare coin out there. In fact, there's another coin even more valuable than this one that could be hiding in your collection. Want to know what it is? Stick around for my next video, it might just change your life. You toss it aside, thinking, it's just 25 cents. But what if I told you that one single quarter, yes, a 1995 D Washington quarter, could be worth up to $1.30 million, and here's the kicker, many people don't even know they have one. Right now, in the United States, countless coins like this are sitting in wallets, coin jars, or forgotten collections. The question is, could you be holding a fortune without even knowing it? Stay with me, because today we're diving deep into why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and the steps you must take before you even think about selling it. Let's start with a question. What makes an ordinary 1995 D quarter worth over $1 million? The answer lies in rarity and errors. Coins like this are highly prized because they're not just currency, they're a slice of history, often with rare minting mistakes or features that set them apart. In the case of the 1995 D Washington quarter, it's believed that a specific error during the minting process created coins that are unique, so rare that collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums to own one. Now, before you go rummaging through your couch cushions, let's break this down. First, you'll want to check for the mint mark. The D stands for Denver, where the coin was minted. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the mint mark just under the "In God We Trust" inscription. Simple enough, right? But here's the crucial part, not all 1995 D quarters are valuable. You need to inspect for specific features, like doubling on the text or other unusual patterns. And trust me, this isn't something you want to eyeball. Even a small oversight could mean leaving thousands, or millions, on the table. At this point, you might be thinking, great, now I have to become a coin expert just to figure out if I'm rich or not. Well, don't worry. I'll make this simple for you. And spoiler alert, no, you don't need a magnifying glass taped to your face, so, why the urgency? Because these rare coins aren't just sought after by collectors, they're also a ticking clock. As more people uncover them, the value could drop. Right now, the market is hot, and you don't want to miss your window of opportunity. But what if I told you there's another reason these coins are so valuable, one that has nothing to do with mint errors? Keep watching, this next point will blow your mind. Alright, let's talk about provenance and historical significance. The 1995 D Washington quarter isn't just about its errors, it's a coin that marks an era of significant changes in U.S. minting practices. Some collectors view it as a cornerstone piece, essential for completing their collections. And when collectors compete, the prices go sky high. Now, let's say you found a potential match. What should you do next? First, don't clean the coin. I repeat, do not clean it. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Instead, have it professionally appraised. Services like PCGS or NGC specialize in authenticating and grading coins to determine their true worth, and here's the exciting part, even if your 1995 D quarter doesn't reach that $1.3 million mark, it could still fetch thousands, or even tens of thousands, depending on its condition and demand. That's not a bad return for something that's been sitting in your pocket for decades, is it? But what if I told you that there are other coins out there, right now, that could be even more valuable than the 1995 D quarter? Coins you might already own. Don't miss your chance to unlock hidden wealth in your pocket change. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because in my next video, I'll reveal another coin that could make you a millionaire. Who knows, your next trip to the gas station could be the start of your journey to financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Could yours be worth millions?